What's going on, team? Welcome to today's live trading session. Let's get this started, man. Gonna give everybody a few more seconds. Well, now we're gonna get started. So, pretty much, just long story short, right? All the pairs that you see that we have off, STP ADR is already done. The move for the day is already done. The ones that we still have on, GU, US30, oil, ZAR, gold, and Bitcoin. So we're gonna go ahead and get started from the top to the bottom. GU is also one that already made the move for the day, right? We're looking for a 372. We're looking for that third day rise. We didn't get a significant pullback, right, at the start of the trading session. Price just ended up going up and then gave us a pullback into the 30-minute zone. At this point, I'm looking for a continuation, right? Now, that continuation could happen in many ways, right? Price could either give us an engulfing candle, which right now we don't have. Price could come back down to its 30-minute low, and give us a retest of the lows to continue the push to the top side. We could be looking for a 5-minute change of character break of structure, which here we could see higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. All of this is part of the same one, right? Higher high, higher low, higher high. We have lower low change of character, lower high, lower low. This is where price kind of just consolidated, went down, gave us another lower low, lower high, price went down again, lower low, high, higher low, went up again, gave us a higher high, higher low, right? Change of character, higher high. Still don't have an engulfing candle, so still gonna wait it out. Even in the 1 minute, we can see a lower low, lower high, lower low. Are all part of the same. We'll say all of this is a break, higher high, higher low, right to higher high. So we'll wait it out for a little bit, see if we can catch a continuation here on GU. What's good, Muhammad? Great rising, my brother. US 30. Price is just moving sideways. Have a red 4-hour candle. Currently, right, price was consolidating. It gave us this little zone of consolidation here. So we already know we're going to get one of the type 1, type 2, or type 3 patterns. Price broke down, went back down to the 30-minute lows. So at this point, we're going to wait it out, see what price wants to do. At this point, I'm either going to be looking for price to do something like this, where we know it's going to do a little fake out of the bottom to go up, or we're going to be looking for price to already do what it did here, retest to continue this push to the bottom side. Kind of drew this out a little bit backwards, but it's all good. This is supposed to be green, this is supposed to be red. These are the two things that I could see happening here on US 30 today. Oil moving counter, right? Going counter trend, has 2 days of rise. Gave us a third day already. What I'm looking for over here on oil is a little engulfing candle. If we could get an engulfing candle to the point where price is doing, and if we go back to the 4-hour, we can see that we were at the bottom of the zone of consolidation and went back up to the top. If we could get an engulfing candle somewhere here on the top, it's a little retest, that'd be perfect, right? We had this 15-minute engulfing that was already used. That's pretty much the only thing we had here. So only thing we really had at that point over here on the left hand side. So still gonna wait it out. I'm gonna continue to keep an eye on oil. ZAR is still in the same spot, just consolidating. Nothing there really. Gold is gonna be an interesting one too. We have a 30-minute engulfing here that price already tapped into, but this is a pair that currently we're still. Just notice how price, again, we'll start from the top to the bottom, right? So we know that we're in peak high territory. That's number one. We know that we had 2 months of rise. This month being the third month, price already gave us a new high and then started pushing down. Could price finish on a rise no net? Could it still finish on a rise drop? Yes. Then that would mean that price is gonna most likely want to continue the push up going into next month. Now, could price just continue the push up to the top side and just finish on 3 months of rise? It could happen, right? We also know that we're still making higher highs, higher lows, and we have 2 weeks of rise, right? This week being the third week, or I'm sorry, last week being the third week, we got a rise drop. Could we be expecting a fourth week variation on this one? This is where it gets tricky, right? Because we had a very steep pullback. If price would have just given us a pullback up until here, then yeah, we could have potentially seen price continue that push up to the top side. But because it went all the way back down to the lows, what did I delete here? The probability of price going back up to the top side, you know, 977 pips, it's gonna be very difficult for price to do that, especially on a week that we started with bank holiday. Volume isn't gonna really be there till the end of the week. So, with that being said, I just want to keep a close eye on this entry, right? And again, like we always say, we know we're in the right entry spot when price taps into the zone and started drifting away. If price taps into your zone, drifts up, comes back into the zone, drifts up, comes back to the zone, you know you're not in the correct spot. You know you're not in the right entry. So, gold right now, I'm in a little standstill with this one. And then Bitcoin pretty much similar to US 30. This one does the move a little bit more extended, right? This one broke out of the top, gave us a little type 1 pattern, right? And then started to push down to the bottom. And that type 1 pattern, we could see it more clear in the lower time frames. Where price consolidates, breaks out of the top, gives us a double top, and then starts to push to the bottom side. And same thing, this had a 1 hour engulfing going to the top, which price broke, tapped into, and started going to the top. But again, this engulfing candle could be a fake out. Currently just following the market trend, which is currently still lower lows and lower highs internally, and we're in the middle of 30-minute high and the 30-minute low. NEC, could that move be the start of the move to make a new high for the week? It could be, right? This is the one that we're looking for, that third week rise, right? It could be 100%. Like I said, just continue to monitor ADR, right? Once STP is done, could we hold these trades and start swinging? It could happen. Once again, internally, we're still making lower low, lower high, lower low. So, the next high, same thing we did yesterday, right? The next high that you just got to be careful with is going to be these highs. If you see that price starts disrespecting this high, start doing something like this, then you already know what price wants to do, right? But if price starts breaking and then we start seeing price consolidate for a little bit, then you know that this is where price is gonna start for that move for the week. Then also we could just say this is a type 2 pattern. Price consolidates, breaks, gives a little retest, and continue to go higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. So not a bad one for sure. I think same for EA too. EA is still holding up to what we drew out yesterday. So GU already just wanted to start exploding. So GU we're gonna turn off already. So we're just gonna focus on these 5 pairs here, pretty much the US 30, oil, ZAR, gold, and Bitcoin. Also, do we have any news for the day? Let's see. We have USD medium impact at 9, high impact at 10. That's pretty much it. Okay, cool. Not bad. Gave a 1 hour engulfing on ECAD. On ECAD, you mean? I don't see it. Oh, EA. Only thing I don't like about this engulfing is the red candle is an exhaustion because of that wick. So I wouldn't count this as a strong engulfing candle. Right, remember, anytime you have a candle that the wick is bigger than the body is usually not a good sign. Right? This is what we would consider an exhaustion candle. but all the candles have bottom and top wicks. Green candle finished above, but it's not a valid engulfing. This is not what we would call an engulfing. Yo, once you see if any of the candles, once you see any candle, like for example this red candle here, right? These are what you would call exhaustion candles. This green candle here is an exhaustion, right? Anytime you have one that has a bigger wick than the body is not a strong candle. But still could be a pretty strong zone. This is not a bad position. Definitely not a bad position. From this 30-minute low to the 30-minute engulfing to the 30-minute low, and the EMAs, the fact that all the EMAs are bunched up together, we know that price is gonna move quick. When the time comes, price is gonna move quick. But just continue to monitor the market structure and this entry down here. You're still in these entries down here. Did you get out? Not a bad one for sure. Oh shit, my bad. You said 1.63 630.840.3084. Yeah, not bad at all. Once you start seeing price on the lower time frame start disrespecting the higher highs and higher lows, especially in the zone that we're in. Again, we have the 800 EMA. Makes it pretty simple, right? We know that price tends to respect the 800. So if we start seeing price in the lower time frame start shifting and making lower lows and lower highs, then you could, even if you have your stops at break even, like I said, this was more of an aggressive trade here at the bottom. So even if you have your stop loss at break even or a little bit in profit, um, it's definitely not wasn't a bad try on this trade. Plus STP too, right? Did STP get hit already? I think we missed it by a few pips. We missed it by 7 pips, right? But again, just looking at structure internally, this is where price was making lower low, lower high, lower low, right? Again, we had all these exhaustion candles here at the bottom. So we're not saying that this is lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, higher low, higher high, lower, right? This is where price just kind of consolidated and started throwing people off. So, again, if we're looking at it in this sense, we have lower low, lower high, lower low, right? The first TP, remember what we were saying yesterday, right? First TP really should be here, right? Second TP is always STP, right? Third TP, if you want to continue to hold, we already know that this is another pair where this is wait, no, this does not have the week, right? We're just at the low of consolidation. But once again, same thing we were saying yesterday, we failed to break these highs, so this push to the top side really could just be a pullback to make that lower high. And once again, we already had higher high, higher low, higher high, and this is where price gave us a change of character, right? So externally we're in a lower low, internally we're still in a lower high. So again, not a bad entry, not a bad entry for those aggressive trades. And again, it's not bad, right? If we would have caught it right from the engulfing, which you did it at 8.4, so we don't gotta even, right? Not a bad 30 pip, 30 pip catch for a 10 pip stop loss. Still not bad, 15 pips in profit right now. So I would say at this point, since price already kind of went down, just continue to monitor it in the 5-minute even, right? Price decides to break these lows down here, then it is what it is. Cash out a little early. Still get out with a 12 to 11 pip stop, or yeah, 12 to 11 pip profit. Put a hoodie on real quick, guys. Give me 1 second. Yo, no way this watch is $400,000, right? Holy. Yo, that's crazy. Yo, 400K for anything is insane, man. Gonna be honest. I don't know how. I can't be comfortable spending that type of bread. Like, how do I justify that? Hey, yo, I'm gonna spend X amount on on a car, on a watch, on anything. I can't. Like that, it just doesn't make sense to me. It's a lot. It just feels excessive. You know what I mean? Like it just for something that just tells you the fucking time. You know what I mean? For social acceptance. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. I'll never understand it. That shit is something I'll never. I mean, I don't want to say never, but it's something that I still can't comprehend that. You know what I mean? Like think about it. You got $1 million. Like I can't spend 400,000 if all I have is a million. I can't. I just putting it in numerical aspects. If you have $1 million, you can't spend 400,000 on a watch. For me to be comfortable spending $400,000 on anything, yo, I need to at least have fucking a billion, dude. At least like 100 million. All right, man, 100 million. I could spend 400K, dude. That's just crazy. Like I'm not spending 400,000 with 10 million in my bank account. I'm not spending 400,000 if I got 20 million. There's no way. There's no way. For a watch, like my phone is already expensive as it is, dude. Man, I could just fucking pull that shit out and I got the time. Car that I'm driving has the time. You think I'm gonna spend 400,000 on something that's just telling me the time? Nah. Like I'm delusional, but I'm not that delusional. I can't justify that. There's just no way. Yo, I'm fucking freezing. Looks like we're gonna have to wait this out for the NYC open and for that news to hit. We could get some little bit of movement in here. No engulfing in the 4, in the 1, nothing in the 30, nothing in the 15 either. 5 minutes, gonna go massive on oil today. ZAR, nothing yet. Gold, nothing yet. Right, again, the only thing we have for gold at this moment that price could still potentially hold is gonna be this engulfing. But again, based on where we're at in market structure, this engulfing is not valid. So pissed AU moved early, usually is what happens, yeah. AU's a hit or miss. I was really wanting that to give us a steeper pullback. But it's all good. Right now it's playing both sides. Rejected the highs, went lows, made everybody believe that price was going to continue to drop, going Asia session going into London. Then London just kind of rejected the retest and started going back up again. So it could be interesting to see what price is going to do here too. Yeah, AU is kind of a hit or miss, to be honest. We could either get really good entries during NYC or he's just gonna move super early. There's really no in between. Alright. Let's see. Gold still looks good. Alright, what we just gotta focus on here is waiting to see, is price gonna give us a fake out? Is it gonna give us a confirmation as to where it wants to go? Right, reason being, I don't want to get into, we'll talk about both sides on US 30, right? Currently, we know that 30 is consolidating. We're in the zone of consolidation. My bad, I had to sneeze. So, the situation with US 30 and how it's moving and where it's at is we're in a zone of consolidation. What does that mean? Right now, price is moving sideways, rejecting highs, rejecting lows, right? Rejecting lows, going back up to the top, consolidating here in the middle, going back down to the lows, rejecting the lows, and right now this is where price is just kind of moving, right? If we get into a trade early here where we say, oh, this is the 30-minute lows, this is where price is going to retest to just continue to go up, right? Not a bad place call. But again, could price simply just break below these lows and then continue? It could happen, right? So with that being said, this is why we got to be a little patient, right? At this moment, could we get into these cells? Yeah, we could get into these cells understanding that this could happen. Where price is like, oh, okay, well, we don't want to go down, we just want to push back up, right? So if we wait for the confirmation, okay, we broke the lows at the bottom of consolidation, right? Again, when we're consolidating, price is moving sideways. Do we want to look for buys at the top or buys at the lows? Vice versa, do we want to sell at the top or sell at the lows? The only way I'll sell at the low of consolidation is if we get that break and retest to continue that push to the bottom. So that's what we're going to be waiting for. If that's what US 30 decides to want to do, then that's what we'll take, right? And then going back to gold, it's kind of the same thing. We're in a situation where gold is still making lower lows and lower highs, but we're also in a situation where in this lower low and lower high, right? Just looking at what happened previously in these lower lows and lower highs, where are we? We're in the middle of that 30-minute high and 30-minute low. So could price go both ways? Again, the middle of the zone of consolidation is where the market makers tend to collect contracts, right? Just trap traders. So with that being said, is the same thing here. Gold, I want to kind of wait for that confirmation. That price is going to continue that push to the top side to then continue. So right now it's just more of a waiting game, right? We had again the fact that we started off the week with bank holiday, right? That's how Monday was. What we would be waiting for on Monday, we are now waiting for that on Tuesday, which is today, right? So if we have to wait for the markets to develop, which we could see a lot of pairs are just kind of moving sideways, just going both ways, right? Breaking highs, going down, breaking lows, going back up. It's just trapping traders. So if that's what we gotta wait for today to then have the rest of the week understanding the direction as to where price wants to go, then it's all good. It is what it is. Right, we also know we're at the end of the month. Usually a lot of these movements, a lot of these fake outs happen at the end of the month. So, again, I'm not too worried about how price is moving. Look at these other pairs too. So AU is still moving counter against the trend going up. That's good. We'll want that pullback. CHF, JPY, and peak high territory still at the top, right? Look how many times it rejected this engulfing candle, right? And then started going up. GA and GCAT are just in the middle of the zone of consolidation, so I'm not even going to entertain those yet. We'll wait for the breakouts. GJ's peak high territory on the third day of rise, again, is another one that I'm not going to entertain until we start getting downtrend pushes. GU continue to push to the top side. It's not bad. Right, and US 30 or S&P's example is a little bit better, right? We have lower low, lower high, lower low, and we know that we're trading between this low and this high. Internally, we know we have lower low, lower high, right? So we kind of in a we're in the situation that again we're in this zone of consolidation. Failed to break these highs. All of these candles are still testing the zone. They're not clean breaks. We gotta wait it out, right? Is price gonna give us a break retest to continue? Is price gonna reject these highs to continue to push to the bottom side? There's really no clean direction as to where price wants to go, right? Right now, any of these entries would just be us guessing, right? And just based on what we want to see compared to just waiting for the confirmation and getting into entries based on what we know is happening, right? And we have a 4-hour engulfing candle that could happen here, so we'll wait this out too for another hour to give us that confirmation as to where price wants to go. We'll keep S&P on. Oh man, I'm so sore. I'll be right back, guys. Give me a second. Alright, I'm back. So, same thing we were talking about, guys, right? These positions right now in US 30 are a little bit too, if you're not up at 1, 2, 3, 4 in the morning, getting into these cells right now are a little bit too late, right? Same kind of goes for gold, right? Again, would love to see gold push up just based off this engulfing candle. Would love to see price, right? Respect the engulfing candle. But again, understanding market structure, understanding where we're at and how price could use these engulfing candles, right? Double bottoms, double tops, flag post patterns, they love to use that shit to just confuse traders, right? Trap traders. Make everybody believe, yeah, this is where we're gonna go up, right? And then turn around completely and go back down. So, and again, the reason we say that is, again, we had price consolidate, broke below. Could this be where price is gonna retest to continue this push to the bottom? Of course. Same thing with US 30, right? Vice versa. Right now we could see how price is being manipulated. Not only is it being manipulated by the buyers who think that price is going to continue to respect these lows the same way we did here to continue the push to the top side, but then it's also on the side of sellers that think that this is where price is going to give us a retest to continue that push to the bottom side. So same thing with Bitcoin. Right, gave us a 1 hour engulfing, gave us a nice entry, but again, it goes for the buyers and the sellers at this point. We're in the middle of the zone. Not only are we in the middle of the 30-minute high, 30-minute low, we had a zone of consolidation. Zone of consolidation, we broke above it. Looks like it's a type 1 pattern, right? Made all the buyers down here feel like this is the position where price is going to continue to go up, but realistically speaking, it's just a little pullback to continue that type 1 pattern that we have in the internal time frame. So again, it's just, we gotta wait it out. We have to wait it out. There's no other way around it. When we start seeing that, okay, both sides of the story are being played out, we gotta wait it out. Man. I need to blow my nose, man. I'll be right back again. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, I'm back. Yeah, 9:30. 9:30 and 10 o'clock is we should be getting some crazy volume. So we'll wait it out. We'll see what price does. Again, any other pairs you guys want me to go over, let me know. If not, we'll focus on the ones we have here, and then that's it. So we see how Euro AUD also played out. Right, yep. Thank God I got out, yeah. Yes, that man, it's not a bad trade. Right, but this goes into, this goes into the examples as to why I wait for price to be trending. Right? Again, you could catch pullbacks. There's nothing wrong with catching pullbacks at all, right? Because you saw it, right? You know, if you could catch this pullback, it's an easy 30, 40 pip, right? But understanding that you're just trading a pullback allows you to capitalize on those moves. It allows you to capitalize on, okay, I'm in this trade, I'm not going to be expecting STP to be hit, right? I'm in this trade today, I'm not expecting price to give me that fourth week variation that we're potentially looking for, right? To give you another example, it's more of, okay, we could catch this trade because we could see, all right, at one point we were making higher highs and higher lows. We made a change of character. Price is now making lower lows and lower highs. We're in a lower low. Let's catch a pullback to the lower high, right? It's not a bad trade, but it's one of those things where we just gotta babysit it all day, right? We babysit it, we take a trade, and then the trade doesn't really work out. Like, think about it. The first entry was at 9 a.m. yesterday, and we didn't start really moving till 11 p.m. last night. You know what I mean? Um, that's not, for me, it's just not really. It's not a comfortable. It's not comfortable trading like that. At least for me, again, just in my experiences and my reasonings as to why. EC push back down. Yeah. Only difference with EC is the internal is still giving higher highs and higher lows. It's the only difference. I get what you mean. Perfect. Time is 8:18. We still got an hour. Okay. Let's take a look at these pairs real quick. Yo, today's Tuesday. Yesterday was Memorial Day. I'm gonna have to take the trash out. Didn't come out yesterday. Gold looks like it wants to continue to push up. Let's see what it does. Would be interesting to trade this today too. times 18. Give me 1 second, guys. We really have nothing really to keep an eye on to be, hawking it. So, again, if you guys have any questions, any pairs you guys want me to go over, let me know. If not, we're just gonna wait it out for pretty much for NYC session to start. So around 9 a.m. is when the volume is gonna start kicking in. We have medium impact news at 9. 9:30 is NYC open. 10 o'clock a.m. we have high impact news. So we'll stay on the stream a little bit longer than usual, probably till 11:30 to potentially catch a trade, and then hopefully we get a trade before that news hits. Um, if not, we'll be patient. We'll wait it out. We'll wait for some good solid entry points to then start the week off nice. Give me 1 second. I'll be back again. Any questions, leave them in the chat, and then I'll go over everything if you guys need me to. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. I'm gonna keep a close eye on US 30 here, see what price does. Let's see, do we have any engulfing candles that we might have missed in the higher time frames? Doesn't look like it. Let me delete some of these drawings. Nothing in the 1, nothing in the 4, daily nothing, okay. Nothing in the 15, nothing in the 30. Nothing in the 5. Five-minute engulfing? Let's see. No bottom wick on that 5-minute engulfing. See if we get a pull back into the zone. Not gonna get a pullback either? No way, right? Bless you. Sorry about that. Trapping all the traders, right? Gave us an exhaustion candle here in the 5 minute time frame. Still not ready to go yet, guys. Let's see what price decides to do here. See how price reacts now. Look at these other pairs real quick. We'll come back to this in a few seconds. S&P still chilling at the top of consolidation. Oil is still just chilling here on the 800 EMA. Do we have an engulfing candle anywhere? Not. Look at ZAR, expecting this to start the push to the top side sometime soon, man. See, we're still in the zone of consolidation again, just from here to here. This is where price is just moving sideways, right? So just gotta wait it out, guys. We really have no other choice. We don't have anything. There's nothing else we could do here in this situation. Gold is on the push to the top side, looking good. Then Bitcoin's still here, waiting to see what price wants to do, right? Price tapped into this 1 hour engulfing, went away from it, came back down, gave us an exhaustion green candle, then started the push to the bottom. So do we have any engulfings here? Green, green, reds, 15, no, 5-minute. See, we do have a 5-minute engulfing here on Bitcoin going short. Right? Green, green, red. The green doesn't have a bottom wick. I'm lying. See, does it have a small wick? No wick. It's not a valid engulfing. See, we'll continue to keep an eye on it. See what price wants to do. I hate how slow trading view gets, man, when there's a lot of volume coming in. Shit is annoying. Again, this 4 hour engulfing is valid? No. Green candle did not close above the first red wick. And again, we're still in lower low, lower high situation. We'll wait it out, guys. A lot of these pairs, again, pretty aggressive trades for most of these pairs, just like EA was, just like, ECAD was. Again, doesn't mean they're bad trades. It's just different pushes that we're looking for. We're right on the 800 EMA now. We're on the top of the zone. Again, when we're in a zone of consolidation where we can see price rejected multiple times, I don't want to look for buys at the top of the zone, right? I don't want to look for an engulfing candle at the top of the zone, a bearish or a bullish engulfing candle at the top of the zone. I don't want to see a double bottom at the top of the zone, right? I don't want to see a flag post pattern, a bullish flag post pattern at the top of the zone. Would love to see all of that at the bottoms. The hell was that? Hold on, guys. So yeah, sorry about that, man. I'm fucking yawning everywhere. It's been a long fucking 2 weeks, bro. Finally, I was actually able to sleep all night last night for the first time in fucking days, man. So 10 a.m. we got news, so we know we'll wait for that to hit. Obviously we'll wait for 9:30 open as well. We got 15 minutes for that. Um, then we'll go on from there, guys. Really, there's really not a lot to break down as of right now. Um, again, still with gold, we're in a situation where we don't want to get trapped into these. You do sound tired. Yeah, dude, I haven't think about it. I mean, you know what was going on, so it's difficult to sleep in when you're not in your bed, you know what I mean? Especially in high pressure situations, haven't really been able to sleep. It's literally since fucking we were there for a week. We got out on Saturday. What day is it today? Today's Tuesday. Yeah, so and then yesterday was really the first day. Well, last night was the first day that I was able to sleep in my own bed since last week Sunday. So my back hurts, my neck hurts, I'm sore. Like it is what it is. But it's all good. But but yeah, right now we just gotta wait. Right, we saw US 30 gave us an exhaustion candle, did a little fake out of the lows, making everybody believe that price was gonna continue to go short. And then when everybody got into shorts, price went up. Right, so right now again, we know we're in a zone of consolidation. We know that consolidating zones are used for the market makers to trap traders. Right, trap traders going short, trap traders going long, and then go the right way, go into the direction that they're intended to go to. So again, we'll wait it out. We'll wait for the confirmation. If we get a nice break of the lows, then we know we'll continue. If we get, like I said, an exhaustion candle, a fake out to the lows, and then we start seeing price making higher highs and higher lows, or give us a an engulfing candle going long, then we know we could take those trades as well going long. But right now, we just gotta wait it out. We have no confirmations. We have no engulfing candles. We have no bounces off the EMAs. There's absolutely nothing right now that's telling us that, hey, this is a good spot to get into a trade, right? And then the reasons why. Remember, there's always a reason why as to why the market does what it does. Remember, we have news coming up at 10. We have the market open at 9:30. Yesterday we had bank holidays, so we understand that at this point price is just making up what it missed out from yesterday, right? It's the word I'm looking for, there's a word for it and I'm kind of brain fogging right now. It's called wow, what's the word for it? Completely just wiped out of my head right now. I don't know the word I'm looking for. Long story short, the market has to make up for what it didn't do yesterday, right? So it's correcting itself. There you go, market correction. That's the word I'm looking for. We understand that the days after, there's a whole bunch to it to line it up, right? So let's go step by step, right? So the first thing is first is the bank holidays. We know that the day after bank holidays, especially when there's no volume, price is gonna want to correct itself. There's gonna be a market correction. That's number one. Then the other thing is just again the zone of consolidation. The other thing, we're in the last week. We're in the last week of the month. We understand that the markets tend to trap traders, right? Do fake outs the beginning of the week and the last week of the month, right? So the first Friday and the last Friday of the month. And I'm pretty sure too, if we go on Forex Factory, we should have NFP this Friday or the first Friday of the month. Which if we go in and we look, Thursday we got unemployment claims. Friday we got core price index. So not this Friday. We don't have NFP, but if we go into the first Friday of the month, there you go. June 7th we have NFP, non-farm. So we understand that, again, the last week of the month, beginning of the month, we know it's going to be just crazy movements. So again, we understand May too. The beginning of this month was beautiful. Remember, the first 3 days of this month, or the first 5 days, if I'm not mistaken, we had trades Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, right? throughout the entire month, yeah, we had small trades here and there that we could have taken, but for the most part, this month was really a fake out month, and we saw that happen the entire time. So leading up to June, the fact that we only have what we have 31 days in this month, right? Fridays, like I said, yeah, Friday's the last day of this month, so could be an interesting couple next days. Even today, again, could be interesting today, but I want to wait for that news before we get into any trades. Just to put it in perspective, right? A lot of people trade right after this exhaustion candle. When a lot of people see this exhaustion candle, they're like, "Oh, it gave us an exhaustion candle. Now we're going short. Now we're gonna get in going long." Right? But look at how market is reacting to that. They're like, "Okay, we gave you that exhaustion candle going short. We went up to make you believe that this is where price was gonna continue to push to the top side, and then we're gonna go right back down again." Right? As a trader, that's not what you want to see. As a trader, again, we could go on, we could back test, and we could just go see every single entry that we had on US 30. Just since we're on this pair, right? We want to know that anytime we enter a trade, that price is gonna retest and just go straight into profit, right? Every single time. Here, we want to know that anytime price goes back into our retest zone, that price goes straight into profit. Anytime it goes into our retest zone, straight into profit. If we see that price just continues to tap into the zone that we're looking for price to tap into for an entry, and it continues to tap and it continues to go and it continues to go into it, we know we're not in the right spot. Right? So with that being said, again, it's just more about being patient. Now that we understand, same thing with S&P, we're in a zone of consolidation. Do we have a break of the highs? No. Do we have a break of the lows? No. So where's price going? There is no direction as to where price is going to go yet. It's just faking traders out. Making traders believe that this green candle was once going to continue to go up. Then it gives us a red candle that's a very strong red candle and then goes back up. Does the same thing with this green candle. It went down and then goes right back up to the top side. If you're into those trades, you're like, oh man, is it gonna fake me out? Do I get in? Do I get out? If you're in the trade, you're thinking about getting out early, or you're thinking about just letting it go, right? So we just gotta wait. We gotta wait. There's really nothing more to it. Same thing with Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin, we had a 1 hour engulfing where price broke, came back into it, retested it, then drifted away, and then price now again went back into the zone. We already understand that this isn't a strong entry again because price already used it. And again, we know we're in the right spot when price taps into it and starts drifting away. Not only that, just looking at the left hand side, this looks like a type 1 pattern, right? Let's draw it out. What's a type 1 pattern? Type 1 pattern when you're consolidating. A type 1 pattern in a downtrend when price consolidates, breaks, then starts to trend to the bottom side, right? This is what a type 1 pattern looks like. Is that not what Bitcoin is doing right now? Very identical, right? So this 1 hour engulfing could easily just be a fake out to make everybody believe that this is where price is gonna do this, and simply it's just going to turn back around and use it as a flip zone. So this is why I was very interested in seeing, okay, do we have an engulfing candle again in a higher time frame going short, which at this point it doesn't look like we do. Nothing in the 1 hour, nothing in the 4, nothing in the 30, right? Nothing in the 15-minute either. So this 15-minute had a green, green, red, but that green candle doesn't have a bottom wick, so it's not valid. Not valid engulfing. So we just gotta wait it out, guys. There's nothing we could do about it, right? And again, as long as we could see everything that's going on and the reasons why it's a good or it's a bad trade, that's all that matters, right? And the moment that we could see, all right, this is a perfect trade, we know we could get into this trade, that's when we start executing and we get into those trades, right? There's nothing more to it. There's nothing less to it. We just gotta wait it out. So we'll continue to look. We'll continue to be patient. We'll wait it out. We'll see what price wants to do here. Again, if you guys have any questions, let me know. If you guys need me to explain anything again, let me know. Any pairs you guys want me to go over, whether or not they're on my list, let me know, and then we'll dig deep and see what we could do. See what we could catch. pay my car insurance today. I gotta make a car payment today. That's what I'm going back to that conversation we had earlier. Think about it, yo. A regular car. I'm not about to dox myself, but I'm driving a regular car. It's a nice. It's a not a nice car. I'm not gonna say it's a nice car. It's a car. Gets to point A to point B. It's a pretty old car. But I'm paying fucking $400 for a car payment every month and $300 for insurance every month. That's 700 on just a fucking car a month. Yo, and motherfuckers really think, yo, why don't you get a new car? Why don't you get a new car? Fuck that. Fuck that. I could only imagine what a car payment would be on a fucking new car. There's no way. Well, it depends. Nah, every I've done the research on all the cars. Like it's at least here, speaking just Miami terms now. The insurances are, they go up every 6 months. 6 months they go up, they increase. I started paying 220, and every time I have to renew, which is every 6 months, you gotta start a new contract. I went from 220 to 250 to 270 to 300 to where I'm at now, 300 bucks. It's crazy. And again, that's just insurance. That's not the car payment. That's nothing more. That's just the insurance. Then the car payment at 400. It's crazy, bro. Alright, so there we go. 930 hit, NYC open. We could see how it faked everybody out, right? It made everybody believe that this exhaustion candle was gonna make that push to the top side. That's why we kind of just stayed out, right? We didn't want to get trapped into those fake outs. But price went straight down into where STP would have been, um, for these trades going into those continuations going short. So US 30, I'm gonna turn it off. S&P is still just moving sideways. So again, we still have that news at 10, which is could be expecting price to do something crazy. Oil, we can see that it wants to start pushing back up to the top of where price is just consolidating. Again, none of these candles were a break of the lows, none of these candles were a break of the highs. Price is just still consolidating, faking out the tops, faking out the bottoms. So oil should be an interesting one going into the rest of the week for sure. You have 3 days of counter rise. We already know after 3 days market must chop or drop. So this case, this is where we could be expecting price to come back down again. We have USD ZAR. USD ZAR is also pushing down, which again, usually we understand that USD ZAR and USD CAD usually move opposite of US 30. So the fact that all three of these pairs, USD CAD, US 30, and ZAR, are pushing to where US 30 is, we already know that something is going to happen once that news hits. 10 o'clock, 10 a.m. hits, you'll see something crazy happen. And we'll be here, we'll be keeping an eye on it. So at this point, we could turn ZAR off. Gold, I'm pretty sure hit STP already as well, 233, and it hit STP, went back to the top of the 30-minute zone. Now, again, because of the news, could we be expecting this to happen? Could be. We'll wait it out. We'll continue to see it. And then Bitcoin, it's still kind of in the same spot. Right? We could already see how price is kind of rejecting these engulfing candles. So we'll have to wait it out and see. At this point, you know, price kind of already did what it had to do overnight with a lot of these pairs, the ones that we were waiting for NYC. We have news coming up in 30 minutes, so we'll see what price wants to finish up doing. time to hit the club, baby, with the broski. Here in the 5 minute, we can see we're just consolidating here too. Faking out the highs, faking out the lows, gave an exhaustion candle to the lows, went to the top, gave exhaustion candle to the top, went low. What are we looking for? You're going to be looking for an engulfing candle. We'd love to see a green, green, red happening in the 1 minute or the 5 minute time frame so we can start getting in a little bit more of an aggressive trade. So we'll wait it out. Gold hit SCP? Yeah, it did. Yep. Damn, the Austin Martin got fucked up. Sí. No. Why'd you just lick my hand for it, bro? Come on. Yeah, gold already hit STP, so this trade right now, right, this entry that you guys can see that I'm plotting, would have loved to have gotten a pullback beforehand, but it's all good. And we're on the 800 EMA. This is the have on. Not a comfortable spot, guys. I'm not gonna force any trades. I'm really not. I'm gonna wait it out. We got 3 minutes left for this news to hit. Saw S&P just started going down without the engulfing, without any confirmation. But again, this is going back down to the low of consolidation that we had. We don't have any clean break of the highs, no clean break of the lows. So we'll see what news does here in 3 minutes. Got a minute 57. Got 5 seconds for this news to hit. Let's see what price does. Do we get price to melt? Nothing, dog. Nothing's gonna happen with the news. No pullback. No engulfing candle. It's crazy here. Fucking US 30 did STP, went right back up to go right back down. It's not bad. You see what I mean about those engulfing candles, right? Hope it makes sense, guys. I hope it does. Again, you already know you're not in the correct spot for these engulfing trades when price comes right back down to it. We have an engulfing for Bitcoin? I don't believe so. So we're gonna call it a day there, guys. I think we're in a position where a lot of these pairs are just moving sideways. We can see that with S&P. So it's looking like we just gotta wait it out, guys. We know we have news. Again, let's look at the news for the rest of the week here before we get off. Right, so today we're done with the news until tonight. We have AUD news at 9:30. We have Euro news all day tomorrow, Wednesday. We have no news tomorrow, just medium impact at 10 o'clock. Thursday we have news at 8:30 and 10 o'clock. Friday we have news at 8:30. So going into the rest of this week, we could be expecting price to just kind of move sideways, just consolidate, um, do fake outs, right? Once we do those fake outs, that's when we know we could start getting into those trades. So um, we kind of saw live in action today how price was just faking traders out, right? If we would have gotten into those trades that we saw, price looks like it wants to go up, price then went down, and then vice versa. For the pairs that we saw price wanting to go down, price went up. So, um, then looking at AU, looking good. We had 2 days of rise, gave us a third day, gave us a pullback back to the top side. Um, EA, same thing, right? Swept the lows, got everybody who was into these trades early, it swept all of them out. So if you were trading the engulfing candle, right, and you still had your stop loss at the bottom of the engulfing zone, your stop loss got hit, and then price went up again. Give me 1 second, guys. Hold on. And once we swept the EA is the best till now for tomorrow if we get the day of drop. Yep. Well, technically, right? If it gives us the third day of drop and it finishes on a day of drop, then yeah, because we know after 3 days of drop, market must chop or rise, right? But if it finishes on a drop rise, like how it looks like it wants to do now, or a drop no net, then we might continue to still see this pushing down. Um, and again, it's still following the same trend, right? Again, we had lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high to where we're at now, lower low. Now, if price finishes, right? Let's say price gains some more traction and it gives us lower low, lower low, higher high. 1 second, man. And it gives us lower low, higher high, higher low, then we know that this is most likely where we could start looking for price to continue this push to the top side, right? EuroCAD is kind of on the same boat, right? We could still see lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and prices just consolidating here. Could see the rejections of the lows, we could see the rejections of the highs. We'll just have to wait it out for that one as well. EU also looks like a good one. The reason for that, we have 2 days of rise, and we know we're in an uptrend, right? It gave us a third day. If price finishes on a rise drop or a rise no net, we'd love to see that 4th day variation. Price finishes anywhere within this box here. GA is still in that flip zone, but again, what I'm waiting for on GA is really the monthly time frame. We gotta wait for this candle to close. If we could get these, was it this candle? No, it wasn't this pair. Which pair? Damn, did I write that shit down? I don't think I did. I don't think I did. Damn. We'll find it again. I'll find it tonight in the isolation session. There was a pair we were looking for that we needed to see that monthly candle close in 3 days. So we'll look for that again. We'll see which one it is. And all these other pairs are just still consolidating, still on their tops, right? GU similar to EU, we have 3 days of rise. Today being the third day. If it finishes on a rise drop or rise no net, then we could be expecting a 4th day going into tomorrow. We could see that it gave us an engulfing red candle at the top of the zone. So again, just we could see how these fake outs are happening. We could see how they're planning on just trapping us, messing us up, but we won't allow them to. Fuck them. All these other pairs, we could just see it. They're all very similar, right? They're all just consolidating. They're in the counterpart of their zones, right? For the pairs that we want to see buys, they're at the bottoms. For the pairs that we want to see sells, they're at the tops. Or I'm sorry, vice versa, right? Um, again, there's really nothing we could do. Just wait it out, right? And then again, it's cool to see this happening in live time, right? Because for a lot of people, who join the stream, and I've gotten some messages like, oh, but you don't take these trades, right? But then as soon as the day just keeps going on and going on, you see that it paid us to be patient, right? We understand that not every single day, again, not every single day is a good trading day. Not every double bottom is a good trade to get in. Not every double top is a good trade to get in, right? You'll be in profit for 50 for an hour. You could be in profit 20 pips, and then price just reverses on you. Then, oh, why didn't this continue to make higher highs and higher lows and higher highs and higher lows? Why did this turn back around and just hit my stop loss instead of price continuing to push to the top side, right? There's a whole bunch of traders like that. I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of people that got into this, right? There's a whole bunch of people who thought that this was going to be a double bottom, right? There is a whole bunch of people who thought that this was just going to be a retest for price to continue to push to the top side. And then what does price do? It just melts, goes right back down. So we could go through every single pair, and every single pair that we were looking at today just did the same thing. Just fake traders out at one point to then continue going the opposite way. So going on both sides of the story is just we could see how the market is just being manipulative right now. So again, for these pairs that we want to wait for price to start moving, we'll wait for a change of character. We'll wait for a break of structure. Once we get that, we'll start looking for our entry points, engulfing candles, EMA bounces, whatever the case is, flag post patterns, everything that we could use for confluence, we'll use as confluence to get into those trades. So any other questions, let me know. If not, we'll be done for the day. Make sure you guys join the Discord. The link for that will be in the chat. You guys could join up, ask questions in the chat, message me privately, whatever you guys feel comfortable with, and just let me know. Alright guys, I'm gonna give you another couple seconds here, and then if not, we'll be done. If no questions, we'll be done for the day, and then we'll see you guys tonight 7 p.m. for the isolation session, and then for the rest of the week, right? We'll be live 7 p.m. for the isolation session. We'll be live at 6:30 a.m. for the live trading session like we did today. See you later out, my brother. I'll hit you up later. Alright, peace out, guys.